So this time round, I think I'm going to put a topic to this, right? I think I'm going to speak about my aspirations, Who do I want to become? And what are the obstacles I'm facing as a result of this? Now, let me take it back to December. This was, so around Christmas time, around New Year's, I was stuffing my face with food because I was like, oh, let's go in a bulk because, all this food my parents have cooked, I'm not letting it go to waste. Are you crazy? So yeah, I was stuffing my face. And then come January, I am 90 kilos. I've lost it, mate. And I was like, do I really want to look like this? Nah. You have to be true to yourself. I told myself, nah, I don't want to look like this fat lump of shit. That marked the beginning of my calorie deficit journey. In the beginning, I went kind of hard. I think I was doing 900 to 1,000 calories away from my maintenance. So that was around 2,000 calories per day. Sometimes even less than that. It was intense. One way I went about achieving this was actually skipping lunch. Breakfast is important. Dinner is important for me because, dinner has the most protein available to me, right? So I skip lunch. Now, bear in mind, I'm working, right? I'm having a rumbling stomach for the second half of my shift. It was not fun. But having dinner meant that I didn't go to sleep as depleted. So I slept normally. Well, somewhat normally. Then, after, let's say 8 weeks, I took a break, started maintaining. I gained a little bit, but, that's expected. And now I'm on my second leg of the calorie deficit journey. The cut is not as aggressive as before, going for 2.2k calories a day. And, things are going well. Currently, I'm 77 kilos. 77.5 to be exact. But I've lost quite a lot of weight. And it's important to always look back at where you started rather than compare yourself every day. Because it's like watching paint dry. It's like watching a tree grow, Every day you don't see the difference because the difference is small. But over time the difference accumulates. And seeing the start of the journey to where you are now, it's really motivating. The hardships I faced, number one, hitting protein goals. I can't hit my protein. I literally couldn't. Being from an Asian household where you have to eat rice every single meal, which is literally pure carbs, it's tough. Also, my acne is terrible. So if I took whey protein, I'ma look like a pepperoni pizza. Whey protein was just not an option for me, right? So how the hell am I gonna put on or maintain muscle if I'm, going under my protein goals? So I'm like, something has to change. Something did change, fortunately. I've started implementing lunches again. And every lunchtime, I'll just have a small meal. And it'll only be something like Greek yogurt or skyr. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Alongside some berries, one of your 5 a day. And I'm good for lunch. That will get me through the second half of my shift. Additionally, I'm only having like a cup of rice per meal. And I'm just having more meat. And I think another big thing I struggled with is accepting the fact that on a deficit, you're bound to get weaker in some lifts. You're so used to seeing progress every single session, every single exercise. You're seeing progress, you're upping the weight, you're upping the reps. But now it's like fluctuating. For example, shoulder press. Hardest thing for me to progress in as of now for no reason at all. Some days I'm doing 8 reps on the set I just moved up to. Next session, I'll be doing 6 reps on, one of the old weights I did. I'm like, what the fuck? Sacrifices have to be made. You also have to accept the fact that you're going to be more prone to injuries when you're on a calorie deficit. It's sad that these are the things you're going to have to put up with when you're trying to get in good shape, trying to look fit. But it is what it is. Another one of my goals in this gap year, in this first half of the year, is to rekindle my flame with basketball. Let me tell you, when I was younger, these kids cooked. I think one of the big goals I'm working up to is trying out for Imperial's varsity team. I've heard that they've got a basketball team for only medics. Yo, if there's another person doing medicine who's better than me at basketball, I will crash out. I think I need to be more humble, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. I remember in year 5, I joined this basketball club at the Oxford Brookes University. And the little community that we made, the friends I made, although temporary, it was nice. Basketball brings people together. Being such a shy guy back in the beginning of secondary, basketball was the main thing that helped me make friends outside of the people that went to my primary school. No joke. It brings people together. But secondary school is also where my love for basketball faded. I had to prioritize studying, trying to get A grades in every single subject. But, with GCSEs and A levels, I had to cut it out completely. And as a result, you know what I saw? I saw the people around me get better. The people who, back when I was good, were devastating. They were horrific. They got better than me. That feeling is the worst feeling. 'Cause in other words, you're washed. Hang it up, bro. Your time has passed. But I guess now that all of my peers are going to uni or doing their own different thing, it gives me a time to really think about myself, focus on myself. How am I going to be able to improve each session? Between each training session with the club that I'm in, each time I step on the court, how can I get better? Not just comparing myself saying, oh, this guy's shit, or oh, this guy will destroy me. And on the days that I'm away from the gym, I'm on the court. Lunchtime, when I'm working, I'm on the court. Especially because it's summer, it's been pretty nice. How else to enjoy the sun than play basketball? And it's good cardio as well. Even though it might not be, good for the joints because it's high impact. It's fun. And fun cardio is always good cardio. There is a balance between all your different interests, and this is something I really came face to face with. You guys may know that I used to sing on this channel. I might do, occasionally, but I'm just not in the mood for it, playing basketball, going to the gym, work, having a cute girlfriend. Yo, these are some heavy things to juggle. right? And I'm still in the middle of my journey of understanding how to really arrange these things in my life, how to make things work together without cutting them off like I did before. And I still have a long way to go. Let's stay humble here. I'm not gonna pretend like I know how to do everything, because if I did that, I would mislead people. That's the last thing I want to do. And to be honest, with things like gym progress, I'm not too bothered with the end result. I'm not chasing someone else's physique. I'm not looking at Sam Sulek like, oh, why can't I just look like Sam Sulek already? Because lifting weights in itself is fun. Playing basketball in itself is fun. It's not all about becoming an NBA player, right? Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey. I don't know if this is going to fit into the video, but if it does, you guys have a good one. Don't get lost in the sauce.